Welcome to the Just Montina channel, where we are having conversations about marriage, men, and mindset. If you are a new viewer, subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you and welcome. So, hello, y'all. I decided to do this video. I'm going to call it like my kitchen chronicles. And I decided I was going to do separate videos, but this is going to be one video. And I'm going to talk to my single women, I'm going to talk to my married women, and I'm going to talk to my women with children. Now, here are some books that I'm going to reference, and I'm going to tell you right now up front, I don't have all the answers when it comes to marriage. I don't. I don't have all of the answers when it comes to being single. I don't. I definitely don't have all the answers when it comes to being a parent. But you know what? I have real life experiences. I am transparent. I am Googleable. I have been on YouTube since 2009. So if you're watching this channel, it's a new channel that I started on the other side of YouTube. It is very interesting over here. And it's because I want to talk about marriage, men, and mindset. I always say when I meet new friends, I don't want to talk about business. I've been in business literally 10 years full time, 9 years full time, 10 years in business. And I meet people and sometimes they want to pick your brain. I want to talk about unicorns and rainbows. So this is kind of my outlet on this channel, but I really want to keep this video under 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to see if I can do that. But I want to first talk to my single women. For my single women, whew, and a lot of this, I'm going to create videos around my younger self and things that I believe women, older women, because at 20, 45 plus was older to me, that should have been telling me and talking to me about. The first thing is for my single women, I want you to get this book called Getting to I Do, The Secret to Doing Relationships Right. Now, this is if you want to, if you're watching my channel, you want to be married or you want to have relationships, that's your goal. Now, if you're like, I don't never want to be married, don't subscribe. Get out of here. Go over to Sheila True Love's channel. I'm gonna just say it just like that. She talks about men, bashes them all day long. Very, it comes up in my recommended and I watch it sometime because then it gives me ideas to talk about for you all so that you don't have to bash men. Okay? Okay. All right. So, anyways, this right here is a really good book to help you understand about femininity, your feminine energy, relationships, commitment, phases of relationships, and for my married women, even my single women too. 10 secrets for getting and keeping the right man. Okay. So this is a really, really, really good book. If for any woman to read, but for my single women, they're like, I want to get married one day. I want to understand relationships. I didn't see great relationships growing up. My mother wasn't married. My grandma wasn't married. My aunts aren't married. The women around me have all had terrible relationships. This one will help you get it right. Dr. Patricia Allen gets it right in this book. And I think at the time when she wrote it, she was maybe 3 times divorced. So for my married women, you're like, oh, you don't give me marriage advice. And my story, I'm twice divorced. I'm not giving y'all marriage advice. I don't think anybody really should be giving marriage advice in terms of based on their marriage. You can be giving based on real life experiences or examples or what's worked, what hasn't, what can be done differently. But y'all look, marriage doesn't equal monogamy, and longevity in marriage does not equal success. I know people in miserable marriages. And for my single women, back to y'all a little bit, married, miserable women, they don't like you. That's why they tell you, girl, go to college, keep a separate bank account, um, be independent. I ain't gonna let no man tell me what to do. You don't have to be fit for him. He should love you just the way you are. They don't like you. They want you to be miserable just like them. So I'm gonna talk in future videos about the type of women that you need to avoid. But for my married women, let's stay married and love it. And the reason why I read books like this is because I want to stay married and love it. I have finally attracted and chosen the right man for me. It works for me, it works for him. So I'm just recommending this book. And if you're in the Happy Wife Project, which y'all should join, married women too, I talk about books like this so we can have real discussions to lift our husbands up, okay? But this right here is how to get what you want from your man without asking for it. And I think it's a pretty phenomenal book. And then for my women that have kids, whoo, this one's gonna be hard for you, but boys, this one's specifically for boys. And I'm not telling you something I don't already do or know myself. Peter Pan syndrome, and this is for men who have never grown up. If you have raised a boy by yourself, you probably need to read this book, especially if you, like me, I've had my own company. I was professional. I built my first house when I was 30. So my son, I had him at 27. Pull my pants up. I kind of feel like they're falling down. You're probably your little types. And I can tell you, I gave him so much that I, um, spoiled. There's a term spoiled, enabled. I don't know. There's a Peter Pan syndrome stuff going on. If you have an opportunity to send your son to live with their father around 12, 13, send him. Send him, sis. It'll be the best decision you make for your future self. So I'll go more in depth over the course of these videos about these books, about marriage, men, and mindset. Marriage is so amazing to the right person. It's like heaven on earth. The wrong person is like hell on earth. It's horrible. But there are times to get it right. So that's all I really wanted to share. I know that there are so many videos on the internet discouraging Black women, make you feel like you're invisible, and women in general. And this isn't just for Black, because I'm all over YouTube in this space because it's very interesting to me. I even found a small, what did they call it? Was it a small little country that there were like more men. The men outnumbered the women. They were literally going to foreign countries to find women. They were getting like Asian women, Thai women, Korean women. I was like, wow, that's very, very interesting. I might put a link here or do something on the very, very end. Like the Faroe Island, they were like Vikings and they just wanted wives. They didn't have enough women on the island. But I've seen white women in this space, Asian women in this space. So it makes Black women feel like it's only you, but it's not. And it makes you feel like, well, all the men are the passport bros. That's not new. My son-in-law's half Filipino. His mom's from the Philippines. That's this. My cousin married a Japanese woman in the 80s. This is not new. Military men have been marrying foreign women forever. Okay, there are plenty of men to go around. There's the scarcity mentality has to go. Now there's a few good men, so you don't have a long time to wait. The biggest thing I want to talk about is, look, some of y'all are just, you think you have more time than you really do. You're running out of time because the window of opportunity after 50, 55 is very, very narrow. I mean, it's like, it might be like in my house right now, our house, we have, let's just say we have 25 windows. Well, you might, in your 20s have 25 windows. In your 30s, you might have 15 windows. And then in your 40s, you might have 10 windows, but in your 50s, you might have 5 windows, and then in your 60s, you might get like 1 window. So I'm telling y'all, the window of opportunity is closing rapidly. You got to go. Y'all so scared and fearful. So that's all I really wanted to share. The Kitchen Chronicles, we'll call it. I'm not going to edit these videos. I don't want to. I actually run a real company. I have a real business. Y'all be seeing me in my workout clothes because I go to Pilates and I come home. And I don't really like to turn the heat on, so I sit in my office and try to stay warm and just keep my coat and stuff on. And I try to stay awake because if it's too warm and toasty in the house, I'll fall asleep. That's what you do when you work from home. But I work. I don't fall asleep. I own my company. So, anyways, I'm rambling. There's a lot of discouraging content online. My mission is to help 100 women get married. I want to help you get married. So join the happywifeproject.com if you want to learn how to attract and keep the love you desire and deserve. Then that's the place for you. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Leave me an emoji below, just kind of a heart emoji and a comment or a question. If you have a question, I'd love to answer it. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.